Morning everybody, James from No Limits Race Support. This is take 7 already, and it's not even 8 o'clock. Oh, it's 8:02. How you doing? We're here to talk today. I'm here to talk today, I should say, about Anglesey 12-hour tyre selection. Big race. Really looking forward to it. A lot of new faces joining us, I think, from looking at the entry list. People that we've maybe never seen race with us before. Probably seen on track days, of course. But yeah, looking forward to welcoming all kinds of folk to the event. And we want to quickly kind of get you sorted with your tyre job. I know I can ramble on in these videos, so I'll try and make it as quick as possible. Duration is your friend in your tyres, so correct choice to suit your needs, not your mates, not some person you've never met before who's been telling you what they're going to do. Your needs. Think about you, okay? You will have teams that have got budget for a tyre every time the bike goes out of pit lane, and that's what they budget to, and that's what they want to do. And if you want to do the same, that's great. If you think, oh, I don't think I want to spend that much on tyres, that's cool. We just got to take a balance, you know. Remember the trade-off. The trade-off's simple. We want more grip, we get less duration. We want more duration, we get less grip. That's how it works, okay? Now, less grip sounds terrible. It's not. The grip will still be there, it's just not quite as high. But what happens is the grip will come down in a softer tyre. Let me do this a bit. The grip will come down in a softer tyre as the duration goes on. You start to fight that grip. And that's called natural degradation of the tyre. That's just how a tyre is. That's what all tyres do. Whether it's a 8,000 mile road tyre, it will eventually naturally degrade and grip will go away from you. Same with the race tyre. So just consider that. You know, you might start off with a little less grip and your lap time might be a little bit behind the team in front of you or the team you're trying to compete against, or you want to try and get a lap time or whatever. But as that session progresses, with your durability, it stays more constant. So you'll settle in to riding on that tyre. And what you might find is that your lap times are extremely consistent over your stint, multiple stints. What you might find is as you get used to the tyre and build confidence in the tyre, your lap times get better because you're understanding where the tyre is. So instead of the tyre dropping away from you, it stays constant, and your lap times, when you look over a longer stint, and we're talking of a long stint now at 12 hours, if you run more consistent lap times over 12 hours, you will get to the finish quicker. Bit of a tortoise in the hare kind of situation. So what tyre compounds? That's what you're all screaming at your phones right now. I got you. Front tyre's dead easy. SC1, K1, cool, ready to go. If we are going to have some kind of big heat wave like we had at Brands Hatch, I mean, we had that at Anglesey a couple of years ago, and when I gave my report back to Pirelli of the track temperature, the technicians came back and they were like, are you sure this is true? 50 odd degrees. It can get hot up there. A stronger front tyre may help you in that situation, especially if you're looking to extend the life of the tyre. However, a lot of you already use K1, SC1, and many of you get a race weekend, multiple track days out of them. You know where you're at with them. I don't see a need to move away from it just because it's a longer race, excuse me. When it comes to the rears, you know, the new spec SC1 compound's been really good in the superbike sizes. You know, a lot of you are using those to race on. That's our most popular tyre at No Limits Racing for the big bikes. So a lot of you will understand how long that tyre can last. The drop-off has been improved, so it's not as severe as it used to be in that compound. It's very stable now. It's the tyre they use actually at BSB now as their control tyre. So that we're seeing quite fast laps all the way through the race now with not much drop-off, so that's good. But probably SC1, K1 is probably going to be as soft as any of you will want to go at Anglesey. And I think then those compounds are not restricted, I don't know what the word is, that for the high usage rider, so tyre every time the bike goes out or tyre every couple of sessions, you're trying to extend that, then we need to look at SC2, SC3, or my favourite compound at the moment, the K2. I've always been a big Metzler fan. I know I'm sat here in my Pirelli top, my uniform. The Metzler product's great. It's made by the same robots in the same factory as Pirelli, under very, very similar principles. And that K2 compound, from the work I've done with it this year, the new spec, 190/60 and 200/65, 190/60 is a super sport tyre. A lot of phone calls actually in the last couple of weeks when I've talked to people about 190/60 on a 600, they like, oh, it's a 1000cc tyre. It's not. That's the new 600 tyre. That's what we've been using at British Supersport and World Supersport for many years now. So It's a bigger tyre, so you do need a bit more room in your swing arm. So just consider that if you're going to swap from a 180/60. You can give me a call if you need any help on making that switch. But that K2 compound, I found that it is working very, very similar to an SC3. So we're getting great duration out of it, great life. We've just been in Brno for 3 days. Shout out to Simon that works with me. He's just put in a right shift in Brno. Fair dues to him. Very hot out there, very abrasive, and he's been fitting tyres solid for 3 days. So yeah, shout out to Simon. But Dean Ellison's been out there on his V4. I read his report last night, and he'd done 3 days on K1 front and the F0070 K2 rear. And it's development tyre, but we're naming it K1 K2. It's a new tyre for No Limits this year. It's available through the website. I'll come back to the website actually. Yeah, so a K2 rear, I think in 190/60 or 265 could be a lot of your friends. Another good shout for this event, especially those of you who are more interested on completing the event, having fun, maybe running on a bit more of a budget. I mean, we're all interested in finishing and having fun, but if winning the race maybe you think, okay, we're maybe just a little bit out of our reach there, maybe consider a Metzler TD Slick. It's available in a range of sizes. 180/55, 190/55, 180/60, 255. So it covers, a good range of bikes there. It's reversible, it's bi-rotational, so we can flip that tyre for you. I haven't got an issue flipping that one. The belts are made in such a way where it can be flipped and it won't affect the performance. Priced really well, duration's really good. I'd probably pair it with a K1 front, to be honest. You get a lot more what we call contact feel out of the K1. So when you're in the corner, you can feel what the K1's doing a lot easier than a TD Slick. TD Slick can feel to a point of a faster rider. When you're asking just that little bit more on the brake, the feedback just kind of stops a little bit. It's okay for a lot of riders, but when you're really pushing on, the TD Slick doesn't give the same feedback as a K1. So that's why we have these options to move you on with product. Let me just check my notes. I'm waffling now. I have a habit of doing this. Don't leave tyre planning to the last minute. I know we're all kind of looking at the weather. I'll be doing the same thing. We'll all be looking at the weather and what's going on. But if you know you're going to need stuff, let's get it arranged and get it organised. Ordering is done via the website. This has gone on far too long again, hasn't it? I'm stuttering now. Shall I just keep going? I'll just keep going, because if you've got this far, fair dues. Ordering's done by the website. And log in with your race membership number, because that will show your discounts and show you what is available for the race meeting, okay? If you've got any questions, you need anything answering, just call me and work. I'm on the normal No Limits number and then option 3. Notes again, Anglesey can change quickly, so you need to be prepared for rain. That's true. So try and prepare yourself as best you can. I know you won't want to be buying rain tyres if you're not going to need them. If I don't know how many of you need rain tyres, I don't know what to bring. So I will bring rain tyres for stock, but I don't know how many I'm going to have to bring. So get yourself prepared as best you can. We're in July. Hopefully we're not going to have any rain. Hopefully we go a good chunk of the summer without any more rain. But at some point you're going to use a set of rain tyres. So if it means stocking them up and getting yourself covered for Anglesey for the 12-hour, I would consider doing that. The goal is simple: arrive prepared, choose tyres for your desired distance, and don't let a lack of planning cost you time in pits or laps on track. So that's up to you and your team to decide where your strategy is and what you're doing. I'll be there with the lads. We'll be ready to go. We'll get tyres turned around as quick as we can for you. I think we'll be busy on Friday night getting everyone fitted up as we normally are for a Saturday morning. And I think then we'll trundle through fine on the stints. That shouldn't be an issue. So I've put a closing line for the 12-hour. Don't just chase grip. Plan for duration, weather and consistency. And I'll probably put that in a short video that goes on social media, because if you've got this far, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I know I'll waffle on. If you've got any questions, give me a shout. But I would go soft front, strong rear, looking for the best duration you can over that rear tyre, best value for money, best stability, best consistency. Just sacrifice just that little bit of grip. Okay, I'll see you all up there. Thanks very much.